my account was like maybe $7,000 or $8,000 in profit. So I say, okay, let's see how the withdrawals with CTI going. So I
Yeah.
decided to close it on and took the profit. So I think today you guys sent me like $6,000 or something like that.
Yeah,
And like
fantastic.
it was good experience, and it gave me more confidence that I will exactly I will do more challenge with you guys because
Yeah.
I love the scaling plan with CTIs. Is the one I think it's one of the best scaling plan in the market now.
Welcome back, traders, to the CTI YouTube channel. Today, you're going to meet Long from Vietnam. He recently was second place in the Trading Knock competition. And we're going to go through about his story, how he got into trading, and we'll go into what kind of strategy he used to reach second place in the competition. So you're not going to want to miss this. Make sure that you're watching until the end, and ensure that you share this video with other traders who need to be inspired, traders that are taking the competition, traders that want to be funded, because Long is in fact funded with multiple firms. It's not just with CTI. And he recently, the account that he actually won, he was able to get a payout from it. And as you can see, he is a profitable trader. So make sure that you're taking notes, because he is going to share a lot of wisdom. Make sure that you're watching until the end and you're smashing that like button, subscribe to this channel. And yeah, let's get Long in this interview. Hey, what's up, Long?
Hey, Rodriguez, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Well, thank you for accepting the invitation. And I just want to say congratulations. You won. You came second place. You were in the top 10 of that competition. And it was a really tough one. There were some really good traders out there. But you managed to get second place right at the end when you started closing out your winning position. So yeah, tell us about, your name, where you're from, how you got into trading.
I'm from Vietnam, and I'm living in Hanoi City now for a while. But I'm a mountain boy, but I moved out to city like every other kids at the age of 17, 18, try to go to universities and things like that. And living here for 20 years. But I started to trade since 2017 when the crypto risings, and it dropped me in with a lot of hope, with a lot of passion, with a lot of money also.
Yeah.
That I didn't success much after that. 2018 was a very bad years for me. Lost a lot of money, and then I start to learn by myself. I learn about the market, learn about forex, learn about all the strategy I can learn. In the beginning, it's all about on the indicators, on the strategies, but you know, it takes a lot of time to understand the market. It takes a lot of time to build up something for yourself that work for you only. So luckily, in early 2020s, I start to research about on the pro firm like you and other pro firms, and I got my first funded accounts in early April 2020s, and since then I just full time trading.
Fantastic. So it was definitely, you've had success in it since you started. In the beginning, though, it was really tough. You lost a lot of money with that crypto run. I remember it as myself. I started trading in 2014. So by the time the crypto bull run happened, man, I wish I took profits, but I didn't take any profits. I just rode it up, rode it all the way down. Very tough. But for you to start during that period, would you say that you developed any sort of like resilience to losing? What was your sort of what did you learn from that experience in the beginning?
What I learned was brutal because the loss was too big. When I first came in, it was almost the peak of the bull run, the crypto bull run.
Yeah.
So the first very couple of months, the profit which is coming in. But then when it collapsed at the peak of $20,000 and on the coin, which is like losing 99% of the value, it was brutal for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it rather to have a brutal lesson like that than winning for 4 years, 5 years, and then lost everything. I think
Yeah.
because it took me less than 1 years to learn that I need to learn a lot about this market.
Yeah. Yeah. You learned that you know nothing.
Yeah, I learned that
Yeah.
I had known nothing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
Oh,
a very, very, very good question. A very good lessons. I think
of
it's the
course.
best questions.
Of course, yeah, you're gonna have, and that's the thing about failure as a trader. When you lose money, is actually you're paying for the lesson. If you see it this way, if you try to extract the lesson in every single loss, every single failure, eventually you're gonna get it right. Eventually, you stop repeating the same mistakes. So, you said you developed your own type of strategy, uh, and how did you create your risk management strategy? Do you use technical analysis? Do you use fundamental analysis? Do you use indicators? How do you manage your risk?
Uh, my risk, my risk management, my risk management can be very simple. As I don't focus on the profit, but I focus a lot on the risks.
Yeah.
Example. During the competitions, I
Hmm.
know that I can have only 4% per day for the risk, and maximum 10%, and I will be stop out. So
Yeah.
I only focus on that. Plus, that my risk reward ratios is always high because I do this. I normally split my trades to a lot of smaller positions,
Right.
and I will hold maybe 30% of that, and I ride the trend as long as it goes. But the 60-70% I will close on profit a lot sooner. Like maybe let's say in a day, 150 pips, 200 pips, I closes. So I keep
Okay.
adding on the balance, and the equity is still rising also. If I'm riding the right trend, otherwise, if the trend is not that strong, I still have I still add on some more profit into the balance,
Fantastic.
and
Yeah.
using I'm using quite a tight stop loss, not super tight, but every time I place a trade, I used an EA to place the already set up stop loss, and
Yeah.
take profit from it. And I never change the stop loss.
Yeah.
I may change the take profit for the longer run, but I never change the stop loss.
Yeah. So you know when the loss comes, you accept it. You're willing
Yeah,
to take those losses.
and when I'm winning, I will find every chance to add more volume into that position, because I
Right.
know when I know the trend is going with my ways, I'm riding it. I gotta add full margin into the position with the same stop loss. Very tight stop loss. If I lost, I lost.
Yeah.
If I'm right, I'm gonna ride till the very last pip.
Right. So when you scale
Right.
in,
Yeah.
you're using a different stop to the original trade. Yeah.
Of course, I had to
Yeah.
stop as the same as a new trade.
As a new
I
trade.
had to
Yeah.
use the stop loss as a new trade.
And do you risk the equity or do you risk the balance or
I
both?
risk the balance
Right. Okay.
because
Nice.
the day before I already had the profit if the trade is right. So I risk the balance.
Fantastic. Oh, right. So what made you go for the competition?
you know, when the competitions was just an idea and you guys didn't even give the accounts, in Vietnam we had the big communities for the traders that trading for the pro firms, and
Yeah.
and I think the admin of that communities just post the link there,
Yeah.
and not many people really pay attention. But
Yeah.
I went to your websites and I saw the rules and I saw the price. You know, this is the first time I do any computations. I always
Okay.
trade by myself. I'm not the person that want to be famous or want to do that kind of thing. But I
I
look at the
understand.
price and I look at the rules. I say, this is very different computation because most of the time in forex world, a big group can manipulate forex computation very easy
Yeah.
with creating a lot of account. They trading hacking trades. They attribute. They do a lot of trick.
Yeah.
But I saw the rules that you guys have, and I see that wow, there's no way that anybody can do that. So I
Yeah.
want to be in the clear, fair competition, and I want to
Exactly.
see how myself can do in the
Yeah.
competition, a fair
Yeah.
one. So
Yeah.
I say,
Exactly that. And that's what CTI is all about. We're all because we're all traders ourselves, and so we spend a long time. We spend weeks developing the rules to make sure that it's fair, to make sure that real traders, good traders, actually have a chance. And
yeah,
so that's why we introduced the rules the way it is. So as an experienced trader like yourself, you saw that straight away that actually, you know what, this is a good competition with good prizes. And so we want to demonstrate everything that we do. We do funding, we do education. Now we're doing competitions. Everything that we do is in line with our principles. And we want to work with traders like yourself that have similar principles, you know? And that it's
yes,
all based on trust. It's all based on transparency. It's all based on being fair. So I'm really glad that you noticed that. So then so we did get a massive community of Vietnamese traders for the first competition and the current competition as well. So it's really good to see all of the Vietnam traders finding success and then obviously being interested in joining the CTI community. It's really good to have you guys.
yeah. I think we had a lot of good traders, and
Yeah,
I wish them best to win the competitions and cooperate with the CTIs. I can tell it's been a great experience for me
yeah,
since working with you guys. So far so
fantastic.
good.
Fantastic. So you done the competition, you came second, you received your funded account. So yeah, talk us through how much did you receive and how did your trading go? When you received the account?
Uh, when I received the accounts, to be honest, it wasn't very clear for me what type of account I'm trading, what scaling plan I was in, and a lot of information that, to be honest, I was a little bit lazy to read all the rules on the websites,
Yeah,
so it wasn't clear for me. And I think I made like 17% profits or something like that, and I
right.
just decided to withdraw the profit because in the CTI's rules, if it was the standards accounts, then at 10% I had to close everything,
Yeah,
and then scale up the account, and then but on the day trading accounts, I can have profit with every percentage that I made. So I
yeah,
wasn't sure about that. So my account was like maybe $7,000 or $8,000 in profit. So I say, okay, let's see how the withdrawals with CTI going. So I
yeah,
decided to close it on and took the profit. So I think today you guys sent me like $6,000 or something like that.
yeah.
And like
Fantastic.
it was it was good experience, and it gave me more confidence that I will exactly I will do more challenge with you guys because
Yeah.
I love the scaling plan with CTIs. Is the one I think it's one of the best scaling plan in the market now.
What advice would you give traders that are looking to scale up their funded business
Advice. Uh,
from a business perspective?
you had to do it right every day, and sometimes the less you trade, the more you make. But I think the most important thing is I don't know if I can call it advice, but you have to have the right mindset.
Mm.
Don't trade if the reward ratio is not good enough. It's not attractive enough. Just don't trade or
So
walk away from the computers. Do something else. Sometimes it's making a lot more money than trying to place the trade, which is not a good trade.
yeah. So what's a good risk reward? What's an attractive risk reward for you?
1 on 4 or more,
Or
because
more? Yeah.
because I don't focus on the profit that much. I focus a lot more on the risks because I
Yeah.
know that the risks I can control, the profit I cannot control.
Yeah.
So let the profit goes as far as you can. Take
Yeah.
a part of it. If you put if you make a 10 lot trade, take a profit of 7 lots somewhere that you're happy, and let
Yeah.
three lot run as far as it goes, and
Yeah.
that 3 lot probably will make more profit than that 7 lot that you already closed. But
Yeah.
you cannot let the whole 10 lot running because it might come back and you make nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you can't hold for too long. And this you've done something similar in the first competition where you had a running trade. You had, I think it was on gold. You had it
Yeah,
running on floating profit, and then I think it was on the last 40 hours you closed it, and then you
yeah,
managed to make it to second position. So it would
yeah,
be really good to see if you could share a little bit of how you see the markets. Are you happy to share something with us?
yeah, yeah, sure.
Fantastic. So what are we looking at?
This is the chart of gold, and it's just a clean chart. I don't have any indicator here, but the RSIs. This is
Yeah,
my only indicator that I quoted it, and I use it. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. But this is a daily chart that goes, and this is where I enter the trade um, in computations at 1953,
yeah,
and I already uh, try to find a way to sell it because this this very strong sell with my indicator here's give me signals that
yeah,
the trend is going down.
yeah.
So when I see this candle here, the big red candle actually, but I never use the red color on my chart. So this is the
Is that on
sell color.
purpose?
Yes,
Or
because the red color will make you lose control in the mind a lot easier. Just
so
like
it's
the
a
bulls.
psychological reason why you do that.
Yes, just like the bull is go crazy on red. The red affect a lot of people in a lot of bad way. So when
Absolutely.
I when I see these daily candles, I just I think the computation start somewhere here on the 16, something like
Hmm.
that. but I enter it here about five days later. So this candle give me a signals, and I just trying to sell it.
So you start off on the higher time frame on the daily, and you
Yeah,
start
and
zooming in.
I go back to even sometime 1 minute to find the best entry. And yeah, I think it is here somewhere here, and it is start of the London Open. I see some I see some sell, and I enter like 5 lot here,
Nice.
5 lot
That's
of gold.
very nice.
But
Yes, a classic stop out of the Asia range. Took out those
yeah,
equal highs.
yeah, I enter like
Beautiful.
5 lot here, but I close like 3 lots during the drop, like here, and then next day I try to short again, and I think I got stop out here. I
Right.
enter here and I got stop out. Like the next day I try again, I get stop out, but the 2 lot it just keep dropping, and I think I think in the end I was I closed the trade somewhere. I don't remember, somewhere here, like $100 difference, something like that. Yeah, but that's how I see the market. Very simple. Like my account that I just withdraw the monies. I see there's an opportunity here at 1684, something like that.
Yeah.
So I was waiting. No, actually, hang on. I had one trade shorting from where did I short it from? Yeah, yeah, 1769.
Nice.
1769. I had the one trade. I short it here, and my plan was to close it here. But I told you the incident is that it was closed earlier. But anyways,
Yes. Yes. Beautiful.
yeah,
Fantastic.
and then I bought. I tried to find the entry in a smaller time frame,
Yeah.
and yeah, this is a 5 minute chart, and this is just before the U.S. Open. I see the big open uh, buy strength,
Yeah.
and I even go back to the 1 minute chart, and I was buying like 2.5 lot here, just here, yeah, exactly here, 1683s, and then I ride it on the way up,
Excellent.
and then I don't trade. I just, when I had a good I had a good positions, I just hold it,
And then you
and
monitor it.
yeah,
Okay.
it sounds very simple, and it is actually simple. That people just make it complicated.
Yeah.
See,
You're right.
even like today, I don't trade today, but there was some good trade here. If you do day trading, you can make like maybe I think this is like 300 pip already. Yeah, about 300 pip. If you see is a good opportunity to have a short trade. I would take 150 pip, 200 pip out of this, and I'd be happy
Yeah.
as a
Ride
day
the rest.
trader.
And how do you trail your stop loss?
First, I will bring it back to break evens after maybe like 100. 150 pips. When
Okay.
first two trade or three trades is already took profit,
Yeah.
I will move my stop loss for the rest of the trade to break even. I don't trail it. The rest, the two trade rest, I don't trail it. I just see how
Okay.
the market goes and closes when I think is enough, or it had enough signal that the trend may change again.
All right. So
Then
do
I
you
will
don't set a TP order? You exit manually?
I set a very far TP, like
Oh,
maybe
okay.
this John the 1684. I set a TP here because it's a very strong zone and it's not
Yeah.
broken yet, so I will set it somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. There was just so much knowledge there and wisdom. And it all comes down to the experience that you have with not only price action, but also in consistently following your strategy. And you said you developed your own manner of looking at the RSI. This is
Yeah.
fantastic because it's tailored to your personality, your character, and you pretty much seem like you've mastered your strategy. Now it's a matter of following it consistently. So much so that you say that it's easy for you, right? And this is the level that every trader wants to get to. But like you said something very, very correct, and that is that traders make it harder than what it is. And in trading, your number one enemy is yourself. And so and this is what the struggle that majority of traders go through is that they get in their own way. And so how do you sort of maintain positive and good psychological capital? How do you maintain yourself so that you always calm, focused, composed, and when you take losses you recover? What is your process to have a good mindset?
A lot of training, a lot of practice. Like I used to, I try to help a lot of my friends, and I give them some small practice, but most of them just fail. Like very easy practice. Like I tell them, listen, one trade a day. I don't care what do you trade. What is risk management. Just do one trade a day for 30 days, and you come back. I give you another lessons.
Yeah.
Not many people can do that. They just sit down and they trade. One trade a day. You can trade currency, you can trade gold, you can trade whatever. You can lose, you can win, I don't care. Just one trade a day for 30 days. A lot of lessons like that will help you. This is just me because it worked for me.
Yeah.
But also the grid, to control the grid. Like Now, if I tell you now, the account I have, if I hold those trade, I probably can make 15, 10,000 more, $10,000 more. But I was happy, and I want to see how the process with CTI, so I withdraw it.
Hmm.
I don't have that grit in me.
Yeah.
I don't have the feeling that, oh, I should have $10,000 more. I don't have that because, you know, I had also other accounts plus, but $6,000 is like a lot of money in my country.
Yeah. I can
One
imagine.
small families can live for 1 years, up to 1 years. Basic, food and stays and things like that can live for up for 1 year. So I very happy.
Yes.
I should be happy.
Of course.
In fact that I can be okay without that $500, $6,000, but I should be happy. I took the monies Go out, have a beer with my friends, and we share the trading story, we share on the bad and the good. And, why would you want more?
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. It seems that you're very grounded. You're very, you've accepted your where you are. You know exactly the type of trader you are. You understand your system. You run a tight business. So you've demonstrated multiple skills that a funded trader needs to adhere to. So it's not just about being good at trading a competition. You need to be you need to be good at managing a business. You also need to be good at managing your emotions. Like you said, managing your greed is so important. Knowing when to stop, that is so powerful, in knowing when to walk away and knowing when to stop trading. This is one of the hardest lessons. So if you guys are struggling with discipline and you need a tactic, this strategy of one trade a day for 30 days, try it. I challenge you guys. Let us know in the comments how you get on with that challenge. I've also given this advice to other traders, and it is tough, especially when you take a loss on the day. You wanna get it back, or you see another opportunity, and it's the discipline of saying of not doing it that builds resilience. It builds the discipline. So it's not about the challenge. A challenge like this is not about making money. Like you said, it's not about winning or losing. It doesn't matter. It's just about having the discipline to do something for 30 days straight. Is there, if you could go back in time and go back to the beginning and give yourself some advice, what would that be?
Don't spend that much of money when you think that you can be super rich in a day or two. It, it was just too stupid. I
Yeah.
I put too much money in the beginning days, just too much. It actually brought me in very bad situations years later.
Mm.
Being bankrupt is not funny.
Yeah.
So learn, try with demo accounts, try with small accounts, and try with Profirm. Profirm is the way to go. To be honest, I don't trade with my own money anymore for a while.
Nice.
So there's no risk for me.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That's really good advice, guys. So Long, I want to thank you for your time. I want to congratulate you. It's been an absolute honor. I've learned so much from you already, and I'm looking forward to seeing you scale as a CTI portfolio manager. You said you're going to start a couple of evaluations soon, so I'll be looking forward to see how you get on with that.
Of course, I will. As I tell you, I made some profit with you guys, and I want to buy some challenge with you guys. First, as a payback. Second, as I like the scale program a lot. So let's see how it goes, and I wish that we can have a very long relationships working together. And
Likewise, likewise.
thank you for the computations. It was a very great memory for me, and it helped me a lot to learn something from other trader also. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's our pleasure. We're going to keep them coming. So hopefully you continue to participate, and I'm sure you're going to have a very successful journey moving forward. All right, Long. It's nice to connect with you. See you soon.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you, Rodriguez. Bye bye.